Picture this. It's the late 2nd century BCE in a bustling Aegean port. A master craftsman applies final touches to an intricate bronze gearbox. Each precisely cut gear syncs with the next to track the movements of the sun, moon, and possibly planets. Time seems to slow as onlookers marvel at this mechanical wonder, a device so advanced it appears almost magical. This is not a sci-fi movie, it is the Antikythera Mechanism, a 2,000-year-old riddle rumored to be the world's first analog computer. Could it really forecast eclipses and planetary alignments with uncanny accuracy? Or does it suggest a hidden legacy of technological prowess or even otherworldly knowledge long lost to history? Welcome to Mysteries Decoders, the channel where we uncover the secrets the world doesn't want you to know. In this episode, the Antikythera Mechanism, Decoding the Ancient Machine, we'll dive into the swirling depths of the Antikythera shipwreck, reveal the mechanism's intricate design, and delve into the competing theories that range from legacy Greek astronomy to lost civilizations, or even alien technology. Our story begins on the deck of a sponge diving boat in 1901. Battered sailors, drenched in salt spray, stand in stunned silence around a curious find caked in centuries of marine growth. At first glance it looks like scrap, just bronze shards pressed into decaying wood, but a closer look reveals gear wheels, inscriptions, and dials, a veritable machine. Skepticism dissolves into awe. Pieces of it are hauled ashore, and soon the artifact catches the attention of archaeologists, historians, and curious onlookers from around the globe. For decades, the mechanism's significance remains only partially understood. At best, experts suspect it might be an unusual astronomical device. At worst, some dismiss it as an irrelevant oddity. But as more fragments surface from the shipwreck and X-ray imaging evolves, the truth about this battered hunk of metal slowly emerges. It's extraordinarily sophisticated, featuring dozens of gears so finely cut they suggest a mechanical knowledge far more advanced than typically credited to the ancient world. The shipwreck itself offers its own drama. The vessel, likely a large freighter from the 1st century BCE, lies nearly 50 meters underwater off the coast of Antikythera in Greece. Amphorae, statues, and luxury goods litter the seabed, speaking of a once glorious cargo destined, many believe, for Rome. Rough waters and swirling silt challenge the excavation teams who painstakingly raise each artifact, weaving a narrative of a merchant ship that met a tragic end. In the chaos of its sinking, one of history's most astounding riddles found a resting place, until fate and curiosity united to bring it to light. Gradually, scholars and scientists pieced together the mechanism's skeletal structure. Early in the 20th century, they noticed the faint outlines of gear teeth hidden in the corroded mass. As technology advances, researchers apply X-ray imaging and CT scans to peek inside the intricacies. They find at least 30 interlocking gears arranged in layered planes, accompanied by inscriptions that appear to reference dates and celestial movements. Imagine a box about the size of a large dictionary, once complete with dials on both front and back. A side knob would have allowed the user to rotate the entire gear train, effectively winding forward or backward in time. The front face might have tracked the sun, moon, and possibly the planets known to ancient astronomers. The back showcased a calendar for predicting eclipses. Some say it even aligned with athletic competitions. It's as though a cosmic dance of orbits and cycles had been encoded into metal, waiting patiently for modern science to rediscover its brilliance. One remarkable feature is how it replicates the moon's fluctuating speed in its orbit around Earth. By offsetting certain gears, the device mimics the moon's slightly elliptical path, a detail that suggests an extremely precise understanding of astronomy, or at least a sophisticated approach to modeling complicated motions with gears. This precision leads many to wonder if the mechanism hints at a legacy of advanced knowledge that either vanished or was never widespread. Mainstream academics largely support the idea that this is an elaborate astronomical calculator from the Hellenistic period. They note that Greek scientists like Hipparchus or later Ptolemy had the mathematical background to predict planetary positions and thus might have inspired or contributed to the mechanism's design. Some connect it to Archimedes, who was known for engineering wonders. Though Archimedes died before the mechanism's presumed creation date, his intellectual influence resonates in gear-based prototypes that might have survived among learned circles. This standard view sees the mechanism as confirmation of Greek innovation, blending geometric astronomy with mechanical craftsmanship. It would have been cherished by an elite, possibly used in a school or as a demonstration tool for wealthy patrons. Supporters of this narrative argue that while impressive, it's not inexplicable. We just happen to find one of the few devices that survived centuries of decay. Most others likely deteriorated, especially if they were built of wood and bronze. That's why the mechanism seems like an outlier, an unexpected window into a scientific prowess we generally knew existed, but rarely see so concretely. Naturally, where there's an ancient wonder, competing theories abound. Some enthusiasts propose extraterrestrial visitors bequeathed advanced technology, pointing to the mechanism's gearwork rivaled only by medieval clocks. Others talk of lost civilizations like an Atlantean culture, passing down knowledge that sank beneath the waves. Scholars question these notions, arguing that its design aligns well with known Greek astronomical models. But the timeline itself adds intrigue. The ship is believed to have gone down around 70 to 60 BCE, likely in the 1st century BCE. Many date the mechanism's construction to somewhere between 150 and 100 BCE, though some argue it could be earlier or slightly later. The ship, built for commercial voyages carrying luxury goods, probably set sail from an Aegean port bound for Italy. Its cargo, including our mysterious device, would have been assembled before it left harbour, so the mechanism's final voyage began long after it was crafted. Did the builders fully grasp the power of what they'd created, or was it simply one of several advanced instruments that dotted the Hellenistic world? If so, why haven't we found others like it? Was it a rarity, or have similar devices yet to be discovered? Could entire traditions of mechanical science have been lost after fires, wars, and the slow erosion of centuries? The debate rages on, with mainstream voices calling it a trophy of Greek ingenuity and fringe advocates seeing it as a tantalizing testament to knowledge that surpassed conventional timelines. Why does the Antikythera mechanism captivate us so intensely? Partly because it challenges our linear narrative of progress. We love to think we've moved in a steady climb from primitive to sophisticated. Yet this device proves brilliance can surface in surprising eras and places. It humanizes the ancients, reminding us that curiosity, creativity, and scientific fervor have always driven civilizations forward. Only some knowledge is lost or overlooked as centuries pass. On a more romantic level, the mechanism suggests hidden chapters of human endeavor. If one machine so advanced existed in antiquity, what other innovations might have been lost due to wars, fires, or the slow erosion of time? Might there be entire libraries of mechanical thought or engineering treatises that simply did not survive? Debates swirl around several points: its place of origin, some say Rhodes, others Syracuse or Corinth, the exact layout of its planetary indicators, and the potential role of Archimedes' legacy. Conventional scholars propose it was built by a small group of highly skilled artisans who worked for wealthy patrons, demanding cutting-edge astronomy. The fringe side wonders why that knowledge base vanished or seemingly never spread. Discussions also spin around an offbeat question. Could there have been a workshop churning out several such devices? Or was the mechanism a singular marvel produced by a genius with the resources to craft something so intricate? Without additional finds or surviving documentation, we're left to speculate. Today, the Antikythera mechanism resides at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, Greece, displayed as a priceless centerpiece that draws countless visitors each year. Surrounded by other treasures from ancient wrecks and excavations, its corroded fragments continue to be studied by archaeologists, engineers, and historians. Thanks to modern imaging techniques like three-dimensional X-ray tomography and now artificial intelligence, the mechanism continues revealing secrets long thought lost forever. AI-driven reconstructions are being used not only to simulate missing gears, but also to analyze faint inscriptions etched into its corroded surfaces. Scientists replicated the mechanism, fashioning bronze gears to match the original tooth counts. To the ancients, astronomy was deeply linked to religion, harvests, and social rites. So a single device indicating seasonal shifts, eclipses, and festival timings would have been invaluable. The ability to weave complex sky-watching data into a portable device reveals a mastery of geometry and arithmetic. It's an analog computer in the truest sense, translating celestial data into a precise mechanical form. Could advanced algorithms one day unlock even more mysteries? If such an advanced contraption lay hidden for centuries on one forgotten shipwreck, what else might be waiting beneath our oceans? Advances in underwater robotics could unearth even more wonders, and who knows what secrets lie buried beneath sands or ruins yet unexplored. Many people appreciate the thorough scholarship around the mechanism. They find it thrilling enough that ancient Greeks built a mechanical map of the heavens. Others remain intrigued by the possibility that behind this invention lay lost artistic traditions, reclusive workshops, or unknown influences. While alien theories are short on evidence, they stoke the imagination and remind us we still grapple with puzzles about the full extent of ancient knowledge. On a more grounded note, the mechanism highlights that knowledge can be fleeting, vulnerable to conflict and the slow fade of time. Was the mechanism's design carefully documented in scrolls once stored in the Great Library of Alexandria, only to be reduced to ashes? We may never know. This haunting device holds a mirror to our assumptions about the past. If you've enjoyed exploring this astonishing relic with us, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Mysteries Decoders for more fascinating content. We want to hear from you. Is the Antikythera Mechanism simply a brilliant Hellenistic calculator, or does it suggest a hidden legacy of technology that time has overlooked, or even a nudge from beyond our world? Share your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. Who knows what we'll decode next? Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and stay tuned to Mysteries Decoders.